Good evening. Thank you for tuning in tonight to DTV. We are covering the Davison football game. Tonight they're taking on the Carman Ainsworth Cavaliers coming from Flint. And it's bound to be an exciting matchup tonight here, Mason.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what the Cardinals are going to do. They've been on a rampage lately. They've blown out the last two teams they've played, Benton and Bay City Western. Just unstoppable lately.
And surprisingly, Carman lost both of their first games so far this season.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to bounce back.
So they're kind of having a rough season so far.
Yeah, they were 2-0 at this time last season.
And against the same teams that they played before.
Yeah. Looks like there was a flag on that kickoff. Offsides, they're going to run it back.
Flag on the field goes against the Cavaliers. We'll back them up 5 and re-kick.
We'll back the Cavaliers up. Take them back 5 yards.
Doesn't happen often. You don't see that. Getting the game a flag in the first play.
Right. So now we've got number 99, Darwin Bostwick, on the 35, getting ready to kick off to the Cardinals.
Well, Caleb Smith got it anyway.
Caleb Smith got it. He's going to run right up the middle. Let's see if he goes for the first drive. He's going to take it to the house.
It looks like he's going to take it all the way. That's insane.
Right off the first play, Caleb Smith takes the ball. That was about 60 yards or more.
Yeah, took it to the house. Big man was not going to go down. His blockers did a great job, too, pushing all those Cavaliers out of the way. First play, that's ridiculous.
Right, we're only 13 seconds into the game so far. We've already got a touchdown.
That's just crazy. Caleb Smith he's had a great season so far. He's been unstoppable.
And he had a good season last year, too. He's a senior this year returning. He was a junior last year.
Yeah, one of Davison's few returning varsity players.
Number 17, Caleb Smith, for your Cardinals, +6. Here to begin our matchup this evening.
Oh, we get those uniforms that have the hard 13 is the kicker for us. Gabe Hopkins.
Kicking for the
It's going to be Gabe Hopkins taking this kick here off that immediate touchdown.
Was it Dinsmore? Yeah, it was Dinsmore.
Cavaliers bringing on some extra people. Wonder if they can do something on this.
And it's good. Score stands at 7-0. We're only 13 seconds in so far. That was Caleb Smith. Took the ball right off the kickoff. Took it from about the 20-yard line all the way. Here we've got the replay. See, it just goes straight up the middle, takes off. Goes straight to the end zone. Taking the ball about 80 yards.
Yeah, it's a great play by him. He saw all those players and he just knew exactly where to go. And his blockers knew exactly where he wanted to go
And it's an amazing start for the Cardinals. They definitely need that.
Yeah, it might help him out later this game.
Let's see how the Carman Ainsworth Cavaliers come back to that one.
Yeah, I wonder how they're going to respond. I mean, that can't feel too good getting scored on right off the kickoff.
Right. Like, they didn't even get a chance to try and stop anything on the Cavaliers.
Yeah, they just got completely overwhelmed by the Cardinals kicking team, the receiving team.
That's number 13 out there, Gabe Hopkins. It's a junior getting ready to kick off.
After the Cavaliers are number 2, Norman Montgomery, and number 6, Chris Coleman.
We got Norman Montgomery and Chris Coleman in the backfield waiting for the kick for the Cavaliers.
Hopkins, the kick for your Cardinals.
Puff goes short, straight into the hands of number 34, I believe that is. He's taken down at about the 47.
Yeah, that's definitely not where Gabe wanted that to go. Kind of a rough kick. Looks like it went way low.
33, Christian Miller.
Cavalier number 3, Ronnie Hopkins.
Yeah, that kick
Or
was
just There's actually 3, Ronnie Pompey.
Looks like he might have hit it with the side of his foot instead of his laces. Maybe that had an effect on it. Kind of went right when he wanted it to go straight and high. It's going to put them right around their own 47.
Number 6 in motion. That is Chris Coleman.
Past the 6.
Right over to him. See, and he's taken down right about where he catches it.
Yeah, and you saw that movement right before the play started. It looks like he sent Coleman out wide to go for a little short pass there.
Yes, and that is Dustin Fletcher out there. You may recognize his name. He's from basketball. He's also on their basketball team, and so is his brother. He got signed to MSU, I believe, last year.
Yeah, he was a powerhouse last year.
Together, they were a power duo.
Yeah, they were unstoppable.
Okay, he's got number 5 to his right. That is Joshawn Cheatham. Fakes the pass. Taken down right about the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it looks like he held on to it for a while when he was thinking about handing it off to him, but not much he could do there. Cardinals were expecting that. It looks like they blitzed.
Going to make it 3rd down, 14 to go. It's not looking too hot for the Cavaliers out there.
Yeah, it's a rough start. I mean, scored off a kickoff, and then can't convert this 3rd down conversion. If they can't do that, then it's going to be...
Right, and especially 14 to go. It's a long distance.
Yep. You graduated, so Justin must be a senior. Yep. He's got talent.
See, passes to the right side, almost taken by, I believe that's number 7. Number 1. Latrell Fordham.
Yeah, it looks like he just barely missed that grab there. At least just hand out, but he made some contact with it, but he wasn't able to make the interception. But either way, they're going to return this punt right here.
Now they got Latrell Fordham in the backfield.
Yeah, and he's a really key player for the Davison offense, and apparently on the defense too, making picks and making some touchdown catches. The last game he only had 4 receptions last game, but he had 106 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns. So quite a game for him against Bay City.
See what they're gonna give a kickoff. See if Latrell can catch it. It's a little short.
That's it. Nice.
Yeah, and it looks like they thought that was going to bounce out, but it did not go their way.
It looked like it was just on the line from over here.
Yeah, it just kept on rolling and it was inbounds, and they should have touched it. That's going to set him back quite a ways, too.
Cardinals will take possession. Going to start on the 13. Back to 1st down, 10 to go.
Maybe a little too deep into their own territory for what they wanted.
Right.
I'm sure you think Sullivan can dig him out of that, though.
Of course. Think it's definitely going to have to run the play just like they did. You notice Caleb Smith is again right next to Brendan Sullivan to his left side. He's going to pass it right off to him. See if he can go right up the middle again. He's taken down at about the 32.
Looks like that was by number 72, Keyshawn Brown, making that tackle. Yeah, he just saw that hole right outside and he just took his chance and he converted on it to give him another 1st down. Caleb Smith is just a powerhouse, man. Such a big guy, and he's able to break through like nothing else.
Right, let's see again. Fakes the passes to Latrell Fordham. Let's see, he's got quite a few defenders behind him. See, he's gonna take it all the way.
And he's gonna take it to the house, Latrell Fordham. Take it easy, bud.
67 yards that was. Putting the score at 13-0. That was Latrell Fordham.
You know, you saw those 2 Cavaliers. Looked like they were gonna go for him, but he just outran him simply.
And that was smart on the Cardinals' part. They kind of built Caleb Smith up to be the person they were going to throw to. And then they ultimately passed to Fordham, and he took it all the way.
Yeah, they were able to trick out the Cavaliers' offense. 2 touchdowns, and there's not even 9 minutes left in the game, or in the quarter.
See, again, we've got Gabe Hopkins for the kickoff. There's Brennan Densmore next to him. Got a replay coming up soon. Kickoff is good. 14-0. We got the replay coming up of that intense pass. Almost 70 yards from the Trell Fordham, taking it all the way. And he's got 3 defenders right on his tail. And he just misses all 3 of them.
He's so fast. He's lightning quick up that sideline. Just fantastic play by the Cardinals already. And we still have 9 minutes and 28 seconds left in this first quarter. And they're already up 14.
And it's been an intense couple minutes here as we got started.
Yeah, the Cardinals not taking it easy on the Cavaliers whatsoever. I think we might be expecting another blowout tonight, third in a row.
I think so.
I mean, if they keep at this pace, it's going to be crazy.
Cavaliers have Montgomery and Coleman in the backfield. Ready for the kickoff.
Yeah, Gabe's last kickoff wasn't too great.
Yeah, just kind of went straight forward.
Yeah, it just went really low, and they were able to get it right around the 40 because it made like no distance on it. Wonder if we can get some more on this kick.
Oh, and again, we've got a low kickoff. Steve gets to it. Davison is on top of it.
Yeah, and great on
See who that
Bedford.
is. I think that was number 12, Brennan Densmore.
Just great work by the kicking team to see that they messed it up right there. And it looks like it's going to be Cardinals ball, right? That's crazy. Cardinals are just...
They're dominating.
I know, they're playing so aggressive.
They're not even letting the Cavaliers have a chance at anything.
I know, they're just on everything.
The Cardinals will take over in Cavalier territory ball on the
Got a replay coming up.
first down Cardinals.
Yeah, see, he messed up with the ball there, and Cardinals were there on the play.
Again, that was Brennan Densmore. Sullivan takes a second, throw the ball at C, long and wide to the Trell Fordham.
And it was
misses it.
Yeah, deep pass, looks like near interception, but there's going to be a flag in the play.
Sullivan's pass incomplete. Intended for
Pass incompletion.
Wonder what that flag's going to be.
flag on the field.
Looks like it's going to be on the Cavaliers. So it's going to give the Cardinals another first down.
We never really got a sign yet, did we? No. You never gave us one.
Yeah, and if that pass was called as complete, or that interception, would have been bad news for the Cardinals.
Moving the chains, sending the Cardinals back to 1st and 10.
Cardinals on the Cavalier 29, first down Cardinals.
Set up on the 29.
They got 3 out on the left.
Passes over to Caleb Smith again. See if he can miss all the defenders again.
Looks like he's taken down hard there on the sideline.
To Smith.
Yeah, and he thought he was going to be able to outrun those defenders, but they were able to take him down right at the sideline. But still going to be first down. And it's going to make those chains move up.
I didn't get it.
Not before they lose those.
About a 12-yard gain there by Caleb Smith.
First down Cardinals.
I'm going to set him up on the 17.
I didn't see it.
Got 9 minutes left in this quarter. Sullivan takes it for himself.
Goes straight through. Let's see if he does it. Oh,
And he battles through all the coverage. Battles through all the defenders. And able to fall down in the end zone. It's going to be another Cardinals touchdown.
20-0.
But still 8:48 left in the first quarter.
Right, it seems like we've already had half a game here. It's been so fast-paced. Got to replay that.
Sullivan just took it for himself there, and he broke those tackles and was able to fall right into the end zone and get a touchdown.
Yeah, and he kind of did the fake off with Latrell Fordham, set it perfectly up for him.
Yeah, all those defenders were kind of drawn to Fordham, and he faked him out enough so where he could run in the end zone. And he's a strong enough guy to where he was able to break all those tackles too.
And we've got Gabe Hopkins kicking the extra point. And it's through 21-0.
That's just crazy, man. 21-0, 8:48 left in the first quarter.
And we're not even 4 minutes in. And the Cardinals have already scored 3 times.
That's just crazy.
Let's see what the Cavaliers come up with here
Yeah,
to come back at the Cardinals.
you wonder how they're going to retaliate. It's just absolute onslaught from the Cardinals.
And it's kind of rough because they have to guard a whole group of just amazing players. You got Latrell Fordham and Caleb Smith and Brendan Sullivan out there.
Yeah, those 3 key players on their offense. You got Sullivan throwing the ball, you got Smith running it, taking the handoffs, and you got Fordham catching them.
And Davison is kind of a hard team to figure out as they get started because they have so many great guys that can take the ball.
And they also got some pretty smart people on the sideline making some great calls for them.
Again, that's 2 and 6 in the backfield, Montgomery and Coleman for the Cavaliers.
I wonder if Hopkins can have a halfway decent kickoff here.
Yeah. Or do it. He keeps kicking them like straight forward.
Yeah, super
Only
low.
about 20 yards each time.
I wonder if he gets some height on this one.
Again, goes a little further this time. Pick up by, I believe that's Montgomery. See how far he runs it. It's taken down by Gabe Hopkins.
Yeah, and they were able to force him outside there. So there's absolutely nowhere to go. He had him cornered.
Picked up by Cavalier number 2.
Some good blocking there by the Cavaliers. They were able to let him get that extra couple of yards. And that's going to be pretty meaningful to them because they need anything they can get right now.
Right.
It's going to set them up on their own 38.
First down, 10 to go for the Cavaliers.
Cavaliers will start first and 10 on their own 30.
Got number 10 here to the near side. That's Hamlin. Fakes the pass off, gives it to number 6. Is taken down by Caleb Smith. That is Chris Coleman.
Yeah, great grab right there. You could tell they already had that play premeditated. He was just able to pick him out right away and give him the pass.
And it really shows Caleb Smith's how he can play both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I mean, he's an absolute unit on offense, but he's also a really, really big defensive force, too.
Again, he's got 3 receivers to the far side.
Fletcher's going to throw it out wide.
Take it. There's number 1, or number 14 that was. Coulter McGee.
Yeah, Fletcher just picked him out wide right away, and he was able to give him a good pass, and he was able to get a couple extra yards after the catch, too.
Right. And he was taken down by Peyton Pizzala.
Yeah, Pizzala, another key player for the defense.
Cavaliers are at first and 10. Again, they've got 3 receivers this side.
Looks like the Cardinals are going to call a timeout here. Talk it over. I mean, not much talk over here, just more of the same. Maybe keep that score down to 0. Talk that
Right.
over.
I know Davison probably needs to just make sure they get the ball as far away from them.
Yeah, they got to just make sure they know what they're doing. They have a good team game plan.
You know, the Cavaliers just really need to run any play that they can to get through.
Yeah, anything to get some distance for them, because that's all they need right now.
They're trailing behind by 3 scores. They're not even halfway through the first quarter.
Also at halftime, as we celebrate our youth from Easter here this evening.
Five, still back.
He's got 2 receivers to the near side. Passes to number 6, and he's taken down hard, but he missed the ball before that.
Yeah, it looks like that defensive line for the Cardinals is just way too overpowering for the offensive line of the Cavaliers. He's got to get those passes out quick. You see him, he's throwing those balls like almost immediately after. Like as soon as he sees someone get into their route, he just gives it away. It's going to make it a lot harder for the Cavaliers to run some good plays.
But they've got time to try all their options here. It's only 2nd and 10. Ooh, going to be taken back a little bit before he goes forward. It's number 1. Tough to take down. That was Dustin Fletcher.
It looked like there might have been some miscommunication on that play there. It looks like he was going to fake the handoff, and looks like the running back didn't get the memo. Yeah, it looks like held right onto it. But, I mean, it worked out. Kind of faked the defense out of it. And Fletcher was able to fight for some extra yards, too.
Ball will be placed on the 21. Got 7 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah, and they're definitely in scoring territory here. I wonder what they're going to do.
Got 3 receivers to the far side before the flag is called.
Looks like that flag's going to be on the Cavaliers.
They had number 6 lined up offside.
Yeah, they're going to get moved back a bit.
See where they set him up at.
Yeah, it's going to be offsides call, and the Cavaliers going to move him back a couple of yards, like 5.
I believe it was offsides on Chris Coleman from the Cavaliers.
Yeah, a little too jumpy on that offensive line.
Got 2 receivers still to the far side. Number 21 right to his right side. Another flag.
Oh, it's going to be a false start on the Carman Cavaliers. It's going to be moving back and farther. It looks like Davison,
not what they needed.
Looks like Davison's really playing a technical game here.
Right.
Really drawing all those flags.
That's not good for the Cavaliers because they're up against some tough competition, and now they're getting taken back 10 yards. 5 from the first flag, 5 from the second.
It's really interesting to see a high school team using this many mind games, more of like a veteran thing.
Now that 1st and 20. Got just over 6 minutes left. He's got 3 receivers to the far side. Gonna pass it over to number 2, and he's taken down hard. That was Montgomery.
And he gets absolutely pummeled there by Pam Zala. He was not going to go anywhere.
He's a tough competitor out there. He really takes everybody down. Especially the whole entire defense does that.
Yeah, he doesn't go easy. None of these guys do. They're all hard hitters. They're all pretty big guys.
Got just over 6 minutes left here in the opening quarter. 2nd down, 14 to go for the Cavaliers. Gonna pass off. He's taken hard. Keeps the ball. It's taken down right about the line of scrimmage. That's Dustin Fletcher.
Yeah, hard hit there. He didn't even have the ball. Davison got faked out of it there, so they were able to recover and take Fletcher down.
Gonna lose a yard. 3rd down, 15 to go.
Headed to the Western Michigan
First, Georgia State.
Georgia State.
They're in halftime.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Fletcher's kind of had a rough game. He's not able to get too many passes off here. It's kind of just forced to act pretty quickly.
See what they do here. The Cavaliers just have to run anything they can.
Okay.
So I'm going to show them what to do and pretty much.
See what Fletcher decides to do. He's taken down before he throws the ball,
Big hit there. Looks like he was trying to get it out wide.
or before the ball is caught.
Yeah.
That's Lucas Edgar.
Yeah, just like I was saying, these are some hard hitters on the Davison defense. They're not going to go easy on you, and if he keeps getting beat up like that, it's going to be a long night for him.
That was Lucas Edgar on the tackle. Just over 5 minutes here. 4th down, 15 to go. See if they kick it off. Kick it away.
Looks like they're going to go for it.
Or, I mean, they are pretty close, but it's still 4th and 15.
Yeah, they're going to have to make up a lot of yards here. Probably going to have to throw a deep pass.
See, Fletcher's going to do here. Run to the right side. Pass over to number 14,
And it looks
Coulter
like,
McGee.
what a great grab there by McGee, too. I mean, diving catch to get them the first down. They're in red zone territory now. It looks like they can make a touchdown here.
Yeah, they might have a chance here. They're really close.
Yeah, maybe make that score look a little prettier for them.
They're 1st and goal. Just under 5 minutes left. Got 3 receivers to the near side.
No, you call Buffalo?
See what the Cavaliers do here. Ooh, and the ball is lost. Fumble.
And that's the last thing they wanted to do. Turn it over in red zone territory.
Right.
That's heartbreaking for the Cavaliers.
There's number 15, Charles Johnson. Tackled by Jay Davison.
That's just rough for them. They had a chance to make that score.
We got a replay coming up here. Fletcher hands off the ball and 15 drops it. Just as soon as he catches it, it's Charles Johnson.
There's some bad timing there by Fletcher and by
And so close to the end zone, too.
Yeah, that's got to be so aggravating. He had that touchdown basically in his fingertips. And then the ball came out of his fingertips.
Cardinals will take possession. They've got 4.5 minutes here. Set up on the 15. See, that's Caleb Smith again with the ball, taking off. It's taken out of bounds, about the 27.
Yeah, in their first game here, their outside run game was really strong. He kept pitching it out, and
Right.
Smith kept running up that line, putting a lot of pressure, forcing
Cavaliers really need to watch out for Caleb Smith there, taking off.
Yeah, I mean, he's a force. He's an unstoppable force for the Cardinals.
I think the Cardinals in general are an unstoppable force, all of them.
Yeah, they just
Team.
they're just insane.
See, Brendan Sullivan passes long to Latrell Ford and it's caught.
And he made an incredible grab. Fumbled around with it before he pulled it in finally. It's going to be a huge game for the Cardinals.
That was what, 60 yards?
Yeah, it's just crazy. The coverage was there, but it didn't affect him at all. He just reached his hands up, was able to make the grab.
It's going to put him at the 30-yard line, 1st and 10.
42-yard pass.
42-yard pass there by Brendan Sullivan to Latrell Fordham. See what they do here. And he passes over to 34, Peyton Pizzala. It's taken down.
Yeah, looks like he faked a handoff to Smith there, and Cavaliers bought it for a second, and they saw him go out to Peyton Pizzala, and they were on it.
Got 6 yards there. 2nd down, 4 to go.
15 was on the top. That's okay.
Again, he's going to run it right up the middle. Not so successful this time.
Yeah, they're struggling in this drive here. They're probably, honestly, I think they're just going to move Fordham around last minute and toss it over to him because he's a clutch player. He makes grabs for him consistently. I think he'll probably be in on this next play. They're 3rd down, 1 to go. Just over 3 minutes. And they're bringing Fordham out wide to the near side. Smith takes off with the ball. He trips
No.
taken down.
Caleb.
Yeah, the long snapbacks, Caleb just didn't work out. He dived a little bit too early there. He saw the people coming in, but he wanted to go for it.
Tripped over his own feet, but he did get over. So
looks like it is.
First and 10.
Yeah, he looked a little disappointed at first, but then saw those chains moving. Yeah, did not expect that. Snapped it all the way back to Smith, and he just ran it up the middle.
I forgot they only had 1 to go, so Caleb Smith did complete that pass.
Looks like we're going to have a flag here.
Got a flag
It's going to be a false start on the Cardinals
on the
offense.
Cardinals.
It's going to move him back about 5 yards.
Why do we have third down? Okay, we have first down now. No, it says third down on the
Flag on the field.
We're taking the Cardinals to 1st and 15.
Back up a 5, still first down.
Yeah, I think they can make it up, though. I mean, they got a star-studded receiving group. I think they'll be just fine.
We're all packed in over here. Got Latrell Fordham to the far side.
Moving over Flowers at the last second.
Gonna take off with it.
Flowers
Pass
has
over to Latrell Fordham, or no, that was actually number 4, Harrison Terry, before it goes out.
Yeah, and he moved over at the last second, had no man on. The Cavaliers did not expect it. He was able to make a good grab there.
Got just under 2 minutes here. Second down, 15 to go.
Oh, looks like it must have not worked out for him.
Hey, if they do that same thing, we should be checking.
Yeah, no, the Cardinals are looking back to Weingart for some guidance here. They're kind of stuck.
Looks like they're going to run a similar play here. Latrell Fordham to the far side. Brenton Sullivan comes back, passes to Caleb Smith. Let's see if he goes for it. And he see if maybe in bounds.
Looks like there might be a flag on that play, though. You saw that stiff arm there by Caleb. Some great technique to get a couple more yards. It's going to be a holding call on the Cardinals. That's the last thing they wanted after that run.
Right. Davison's not doing too well on this drive.
Yeah, I mean, they just plowed right through the defense first couple drives, and now they're just kind of stuck right now. Kind of lost that momentum. Maybe the game slowed down just a little bit too much for their liking. They're pretty fast-paced team.
Right.
They got all these youngsters on there.
Ball will be placed on the Cavalier 31. Still Cardinal, second down.
They've got second down, 25 to go. Brenton Sullivan's going to pass over to number 4. He's wide open. That was Harrison Terry.
It looks like he might be brought down right before he got to the end zone. Yep, he's going to be called down before he got in.
Pass was complete, though, before he was taken down. So it'll make it 1st and goal.
Yeah, back in the red zone. It's pretty familiar territory for the Cardinals in this game. Great grab there by Terry, able to get down for it and get a couple extra yards.
See what they'll do here. Latrell Fordham again to the far side. Terry to the near side.
Oh, it looks like
That was Caleb Smith pushing right up the middle, and he gets it. Touchdown Cardinals 28 or 27 to 0.
nice play there. I mean, it didn't look like Caleb got over all the way, but apparently he did. That lineman brought him down right at the line. And he was able to get the ball over. It's going to be another Cardinal touchdown.
That was an amazing play, too, by Harrison Terry and then Caleb Smith right after.
Yeah, you see when they got the momentum going, there's just nothing in their way.
Right, and they struggled at the beginning of this drive, coming from 25 yards away.
Yeah, struggling a little bit because they didn't have it was a little slowed down at that point, but once they picked up the pace, they were able to just play a lot faster than the Cavaliers defense was ready for.
And the extra goal is good. Extra point. 28 to 0. We've only got 1 minute left here in the opening quarter. It doesn't even feel like it's been a quarter. It feels like it's been the whole game should be over.
Yeah.
It's so fast paced.
Yeah, and they're just putting the numbers on the board, man. They're just not lining up at all.
See, we've got Just waiting for the Cardinals and the Cavaliers to come back out. If you'd like to watch the highlights of this game, you can head to our YouTube at DTV News and also our website at dtvnews.org. Make sure you're staying up to date with us too on Twitter and Facebook.
Yeah, gonna be here all night dishing out all those highlights for you at home. You wonder if they might beat out how many points they got against Bay City. I mean, it was 69-13 there, and they already beat their points against Fenton. It was 54-27. Wonder if they can get up into the 70s.
It could happen, especially since they're scoreless on the Cavalier side.
Maybe even triple digits. Hopkins kicking it again for the Cardinals.
See if we get another low pass here.
Maybe it's a strategy because it seems like the Cardinals are pretty jumpy. They're ready for it.
It does work. On that one play, they were scrappy. They just got right to it.
Yeah, I went a little lower than he liked.
Turned over the ball. This time it's high and long. Straight over to number 2.
Yep.
That's Montgomery.
Looks like he just missed that juke move there. He brought down by the Cardinals.
Number 2,
Actually, a pretty good kick right there.
Montgomery.
It was, especially because all of his last few were really low and short.
Yeah, he was able to get some distance and some height on that one. Give the Cardinals a little more time to get downfield and set up some defense. It's going to put the Cavaliers on their own 17, 1st and 10.
Got just over a minute left.
First down, Carman Ainsworth.
Kind of surprised the Cavaliers haven't used too many timeouts because it seems like they might need to talk a couple things over.
They might be saving him, though, for the second quarter.
Yeah, maybe.
See what Fletcher will do here. He's going to run it. He's taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and he's just getting beat up still. I wonder if he's going to make it to the end of the game. The Cardinal defense, some hard hitters.
They're just taking them down.
Yeah, they're not letting them do anything at all. Keeping them contained really well, and they're able to just take them down.
See what the Cavaliers do here. They've got 40 seconds left in the opening quarter. Got,
I feel like it's been a half, though. I mean, 28-0, that's what you see at halftime.
see what they'll do here if they're just going to run out the clock. Oh, and he's taken down.
Yeah, but there is a flag on that play there.
Fletcher brought down by Cardinal number 25. That's Gabe Smith. Flag on the field.
Flag on number 25, Gabe Smith from the Cardinals. Got 20 seconds left.
Flag on the field is declined.
Looks like they're going to decline that. Smart move there.
Cavalier second down.
And keep them right where they are and make them go for a third down conversion. It looks like they're going to have to pass it. I mean, they got to make up a lot of yards on this play.
Time is ticking. Looks like they're going to run it out as much as they can. They're going to take off with it. See what he does here. Passes number 5, and he's taken right out of bounds. That was Deshaun Cheatham.
Yeah, Cheatham was just not ready for the Cardinals right there.
Pass is incomplete. Coming up here, we've got Jillian Tate on the sideline with a report.
Jalen Murray.
Flowers and Cardinal number 33, Miles Mitchell.
What's up, Davison? I'm your sideline reporter for the night, Jillian Tate. Now, so far, Davison is killing it. But what you might not know is that in the past 10 years, when we faced Carman, we both won 5 times. Now, this could just be an off year for Carman, but what I do know is that our boys are crushing it. I'll send it back to Mason and Riley in the booth.
Thanks, Joe. Looks like we're going to start up the second quarter soon here. And you wonder how the Cardinals are what they're gonna do in this quarter, and wonder how the Cavaliers are gonna retaliate against onslaught put on the Cardinals.
The Cavaliers really just need to try anything that they can go for. They need to make sure they're watching Caleb Smith and Latrell Fordham especially, and Brendan Sullivan too.
Yeah, they got to make some smart plays on offense. They don't need to necessarily go for some big plays. Just got to move it up the field.
And sometimes it's okay to not go for those long passes. Sometimes just do a couple yards here, a couple yards there.
Yeah, as long as they get the first down eventually.
Right.
They're also going to have to be smart on defense because this Davison offense is fast-paced. They got to match that speed.
Right. And so maybe they do just need to try and get as far as they can before they're taken down.
Yeah.
We start the second quarter here this evening. Cavaliers.
Start on the 16. 4th down, 11 to go for the Cavaliers. Gonna kick it away. See if they can get under it.
Looks like Fordham's going to wave it off, let it roll. Right around the 50.
Cavalier number 20.
Taken down at about the 47.
Yeah, and that snap was kind of high for the punter. I mean, he didn't have much time to get it set up in his hands, and then he saw his Davison defenders. He kind of got to get rid of it at that point.
Right.
He wasn't able to make that long of a kick.
We'll set the Cardinals up on the Cavalier 47.
This puts Davison in a good position here. They're on the 47.
Yeah, well, hopefully able to make some headway here.
1st and 10.
Cardinals.
Davison's getting set up. They've got Harrison Terry to the near side. Gonna keep it. Pass all the way to number 4, Harrison Terry, and he takes it about 10 yards.
Oh, what a nuts grab there. I did not expect that at all. It looked like to me he handed it off to Caleb Smith, but he just took it, took a couple steps back.
I thought for sure he passed it off, and then he took off with it, passed it.
Yeah, and he saw Terry bolting downfield, and he was able to make a great play. We got a replay of that coming up here.
See, he fakes the handoff, keeps the ball, throws it about 40 yards.
Yeah, spucks it down right to Terry, and he's able to run it in. Rampage going to put it up to 35 now, maybe, with this extra point. 20 seconds into the quarter, too.
Right. And we saw that in the first quarter, too.
Yeah.
Where Davison's just starting off hot.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to stay hot, too.
Got Gabe Hopkins for the extra point. It's good. 35-0.
It's good.
Yeah, Carman can't be happy right now. They got to really just keep that defense on pace.
Ladies and gentlemen, a quick announcement. The area behind the grandstands is a no-traffic area.
It's going to put Davison ahead by quite a lot. We haven't even started the second quarter, really. We're only 20 seconds in.
Yeah, I wonder if they can put another 28 up on the board this quarter.
And already they've gotten 1 touchdown so far in this quarter.
Just crazy.
Let's see what the Cavaliers come back with here. They just have to try anything they can.
Yeah, they really just got to work on keeping up with their offense, and they got to move their offense pretty fast as well, because that Cardinals defense is just on everything.
Right.
That's not there, that's there.
Cardinals are going to kick away. It's Gabe Hopkins, Davison's kicker.
It's a script kick, it's not an accident.
And he's got number 2, Montgomery in the backfield. Goes long this time, right over to Montgomery. See how far he takes it.
Looks like he trucked that guy pretty well there. He was able to get it right around the 33-yard line.
Yep, I think that's where they're going to put him at.
Ball carrier for the Cavaliers, number 2, Montgomery.
Davison defense just armed it again. Not letting him get any more yards off that.
Gonna put him at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cavaliers.
Seated in our spectator section this evening. A nice big round of applause and a shout out to
You know, the weather's really taking a turn for the best. It was really dark, gloomy looking clouds out, and now it's nice sunny skies.
It was humid
Yeah,
today
it's-
when we were setting up for the game.
Yeah, still pretty humid.
Got 3 receivers to the far side. Ball goes right through Montgomery's hands.
Yeah, it was like number 2 wasn't too happy with that big hit after the incomplete pass.
Make it 2nd and 10. Got 11 and a half minutes left.
Yeah, and he just missed that grab there, just a little too wide there by Fletcher. His placement just a little too wide for him to make a grab.
here this evening on sale now.
Again, Cavaliers have Hamlin, Coleman, and Montgomery to the near side. See what they do here. Gonna pass it. Got an interception from the
Under
Cardinals.
lots of pressure, and it's Flowers able to make a great interception there.
That was Jalen Flowers.
That was a team effort right there. That defensive line just kept pushing in, and we're able to bring Fletcher down. And as he threw that pass, it didn't go at all where he wanted it to, and Flowers was able to make that interception. Gonna give Davison the ball back.
Makes Davison that much closer too.
Yeah,
Getting more of an edge than they already have. Got 35 points on the Cavaliers.
yeah, I mean, it's already only the second quarter, but
Right.
it's honestly just putting more points on the board now.
And we haven't even completed the first minute of the second quarter.
Yeah, there's not letting up.
Got 11:22 on the clock. The ball will start on the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 for Davison.
It's gonna be
We
a
got
flag on that play.
Flag.
It's gonna be a false start on the Cardinals. Gonna move him back 5 yards.
Flag in the field goes against your Cardinals. False start, ball back to the 5. Ball deflection on the 40.
It's not what they wanted there.
Still, first down, Cardinals.
See? Cardinals are 1st and 15. Lost 5 yards there. A flag. Got 11 minutes left. See what they do here. Sullivan's going to pass to the near side. Number 34.
Yeah, he's gonna
I believe
hit
that's Peyton Pizzala.
It's a nice pass there. He's able to run it up the line, get a couple extra yards
Right.
after their interception.
He's going to put them just about where they need to be. Second and 1.
Yeah, they had to make up a little extra on that because of that flag.
He's going to pass off to Caleb Smith. He's going to run for it. See if he goes to the end zone. Kind of stumbled there for a minute before taken down by 2 Cavaliers.
Yeah, he didn't get into the end zone, but he got it pretty freaking close.
I wasn't sure if he was going to run for a touchdown there.
Yeah, man. I mean, he trying to get his blocker in front of him to do a little bit more work. You see that little push he gave him.
Right, and he kind of stumbled
Yeah, I mean,
with
he's
his
like,
blocker, and then the Cavaliers ultimately took him down.
yeah, he was like, hey, man, do some more work. I'm going to try and get a touchdown off this.
Make the Cardinals 1st and 10 on the 11. We got another flag.
It's going to be another flag on that play.
He's doing the same thing, whatever he's doing.
See what this means.
It's going to be another false start.
False start on the Cardinals.
Again, I mean, it just happened, not a play earlier, 2 plays earlier.
Right, and they need to be careful about that too.
Yeah, a little too jumpy there. You kind of keep,
Right.
You could tell they're pretty excited after being up this much, but got to keep it down a little bit. Keep their cool.
Got Latrell Fordham to the near side, far out. And another false start.
flag.
Another flag.
Caleb Smith,
Another false start on the Davison
Another false
Cardinals.
start. I think that one was on Caleb Smith.
Yeah, just moving back 1st and 20 now.
1st and 20.
It's not what they want. I mean, I'm sure they can make it up. They made some pretty deep passes this
Right.
game.
And they've got lots of options. Caleb Smith can go right up the middle. Brendan Sullivan just kind of keep it, throw it to anybody, and then Latrell Fordham can just run the play.
But Flowers, we've seen a lot more of him in this game. He's making some pretty good grabs for the Cardinals. Really becoming more of a part of the offense.
Right. Just waiting for the Cardinals to get in formation. 1st and 20 on the 21. Again, he's got Latrell Fordham and Harrison Terry to the near side. See if he passes to either of them. Harrison Terry takes it about 3 yards into the end zone.
Taking it to the house again. That's the second one today, right?
Yeah, that's back-to-back from Terry.
And he's just running his routes pretty great. And Sullivan seeing that, he's sending it right to him.
I figured as soon as I saw Harrison Terry out to the near side, that's who he's going to pass to.
Yeah, he's pretty happy about that one.
Got a replay coming up. Score is 41-0. Let's see what we've got here. Brendan Sullivan takes the ball, passes to the near side, straight over to Harrison Terry.
He's pretty happy about that one. Back touchdowns. Okay. I wonder what feeling's better than that.
Especially because it was back-to-back from Harrison Terry.
You guys have a hot streak for him.
Extra point looks like it was a little to the left. But it is good. It was a little close, but it made it in.
That didn't have much,
42-0.
didn't have much spin on it. Just kind of stood in the air and flew.
Got 9 minutes, 19 seconds left.
42-0.
This is a crazy game so far. Davison's just been on the ball defense and offense-wise.
Yeah, you got all this happy energy on the Cardinals sideline, and on the far side, Cavaliers are looking kind of down right now. I wonder what they're going to do to...
Cavaliers have had a rocky season. Last year they did really well, but this year they lost their first 2 games. So they're just kind of struggling a little bit.
Yeah, in the last 3 years they haven't been able to beat the Cardinals. Last year they kept it pretty close, though. This time they were 2-0. They were a pretty good team in the Flint area. Kept it within 6 points against the Cardinals. 7 points.
And they usually are a pretty good athletic program in the Flint area.
Looks like this year just might not be the best year for them.
Yeah, they're usually big competition for the Cardinals. Usually them, Lapeer, Grand Blanc.
I'm really excited to see that Lapeer game. That should be
and that's what they're closing with, the regular season, too.
Yeah, it might be meaningful depending on how their season goes, whether they get to the playoffs or not.
And the 2 teams are so similar, so it could really go to either team.
Yeah, they're both just absolute powerhouses, and they have such a high energy.
Again, we've got Gabe Hopkins for the kickoff. Kicks it far. It's time. Straight to number 2, I believe that is. Montgomery.
Taking it across the field here and just a mess of Cardinals all over him.
Taken down at about the 30.
Pretty good run there by him. Kind of smart of him to bring it across the field. We saw those Cardinals come up the sideline. He was not about that. Took it across, but he was still brought down in the end.
Right, and if he didn't do that, he probably wouldn't have gotten as many. Got probably 10 more just by doing that. 10 more yards.
Yeah, the blockers are doing the right thing, keeping them out on the far side.
That was Milton Gonzalez from the Cardinals on that tackle. Making it 1st and 10 for the Cavaliers. They're on the 32-yard line, just over 9 minutes. The opening half. It's got 2 receivers to the far side. Gonna pass number 10. Just barely goes out. That's Hamlin.
That defense is just on it, man. I mean, they're not going to let him do it with anything. That pass game's rough for him. And it's not like they can run it either because that line's still all over the running back. They're going to have to get real creative here. Try and figure out how to get around this Davison defense. It's like just running plays against a brick wall here.
Right. not very successful going against the Cardinals defense.
Yeah, because Fletcher just got to, like, dish it out right away, and it's like, gives the receivers not much time to think about what they're doing.
2nd down, 10 yards to go. He's going to pass to number 5. That's Cheatman. See, make it their first touchdown here. Oh, and he's taken down by number 2, Jalen Flowers.
What a clutch tackle by him there. Able to get him just before around the 15-yard line.
That was an amazing tackle there.
Yeah, usually those plays, looks like the guy with the ball is usually able to outrun him. I mean, at least on the Davison side, it has been like that. But, yeah, Flowers was able to catch up with him and make a good play there.
That was looking like the Cavaliers were going to get a touchdown there. He's going to pass number 13, that is, Torian Knott.
Yeah, another quick pass there by the Cavaliers, just not working out for them, not working out for Fletcher, and not working out for receivers.
Making it 2nd down, 5 to go on the 16.
They had a pretty good chance to at least put some points on the board, if not a touchdown or field goal.
And they're in good scoring position here. Pretty close. 2nd down, 4 to go. We're going to lose a couple yards there.
Some miscommunication there again. He held on to the ball. Running back clearly thought he was going to take it. And it's going to go for the Cardinals. Called it a fumble, and they recovered it. I honestly didn't see that one coming. It looked like Fletcher was all over that.
Right. It was kind of a hard pass to follow. Got a replay coming up of that play.
Let's see if we can see who covered.
See what we've got here.
Yeah, and you can see
Kind of
Fletcher.
rushes after the quarterback.
You can see Fletcher and Cheatham were not on the same page there. Both yanking at the ball.
I believe that is 23, Jay Davison.
That's just rough for them. I mean, hey, they're on the same team. Why are you trying to take the ball from them?
Cardinals will take the ball. 1st and 10, 18. They've got 8 minutes. What the Cardinals do here? He's going to pass it to Latrell Fordham before he's taken down by 16.
Deontay Jones. And way to be on Fordham right there. I mean, I'm sure that's their best guy out on Fordham because he's a real threat on the Davison offense. It looks like he was all over Fordham there, able to make a tackle before he got the first down.
That's Gabe Smith.
Some pass to Gabe Smith.
And he
That
breaks,
is-
dodges one tackle, and he's bringing it up the sideline, breaking right through by the sophomore, Gabe Smith.
That was amazing play there.
Yeah, did not see that one coming.
Got a replay of that coming up.
Brought down by Cavalier number 11.
He's taken down by Billingsley. Takes off, passes multiple defenders before he's ultimately taken down. That is by number 11, Billingsley.
Yeah, just great juke there by him. And get out of that guy's way and keep moving it up the field.
Carter Finance, 26. These new numbers on this color.
It's either going to pass it to, can't read the number from up here.
Big hit there at the end, though, by Jones again.
I think it was number 15, Riley Henderson.
15 or 16.
Yeah, it looks like Jones is a pretty big part of the Cavaliers' offense or defense, making some pretty big tackles there.
And that last play we had there, that was actually Carter Kreiderman.
Yeah, on that run there, that nice run.
The jerseys are a little hard to read this year. They're all really bunched up. The numbers are really blocky.
I do like the colors, though.
I do like the colors. However, the numbers are very large, so you can't really tell what the number says if it's a 5 or a 6.
I wish they'd bring those black jerseys back. I like those a lot.
See, he's going to take off with it. It's taken down at the 15.
Cardinals on another run. Looks like the Cavaliers are calling for a fumble. Let's see what the refs say here. And it is a fumble. Cavaliers recovered it.
Loose football. It's going to go to Cavaliers.
He had some great defense by them. They were able to bring Carter down and knock the ball out too, recover it, and in a pretty good spot too.
It's going to put him on 1st and 13, or 1st and 10 on the 13.
Yeah, they're making that score look a little less bad than it is.
And the Cavaliers just need to get the ball as far away from
these Davison defenders.
Right. And from the end zone too. Because the Cardinals are pretty close, and we've seen they're not afraid to go after that ball.
Yeah, they're a big threat in the red zone.
See what the Cavs will do. Gonna take a second with it. It looks like he's gonna run for it. He's number 1.
He's under a lot
Fletcher.
He's under a lot of pressure there. Looks like he was just barely able to get over the line of scrimmage.
He's taken down by Peyton Pizzala.
Could be a flag on that play.
Gonna have a flag. At just over 6 minutes.
It was too easy. Holding.
Yeah, and it's not a great time there, or not a great play there for the Cavaliers. Fletcher was under a lot of pressure. Had to try and run it around.
Right.
Did not work out for him.
They weren't very open either. His receivers weren't.
Looks like that flag was on the Cavaliers. Going to move him back a little bit. About 5 yards.
1st and 15. Pushes them to the 9, which is a long way to go for the Cavaliers.
You wonder if the Davison defense can maybe get a safety off this, force Fletcher back enough into the end zone and make a sack.
Got just under 6 minutes here. Again, Fletcher's going to take off.
And he saw those people coming.
Kind of pulled everybody back behind him.
Yeah, smart play by there, right there. If he had kept going that direction, guaranteed safety for the Cardinals, but he switched it up and was able to go outside the other direction, out wide.
And it was a smart move, too. He got all the defenders behind him. So he was able to make it. So we got a replay of that coming up.
You see those Davison defenders all coming after him, and then
kind of takes them all back into the end zone.
He was able to change direction,
gives him some room to take off.
Broke that tackle there, Papazala. Good on him.
Making it 2nd and 3rd before we got a call.
Yeah, flag on that play. There looks like Davison might have been a little quick to the punch. Yeah, offsides on the Davison Cardinals. Gonna move the Cavaliers up the field a bit and give them the first down.
Both teams, especially the Cardinals, are kind of getting antsy here. We've got a lot of calls recently.
Yeah, both teams are really jumpy. Cardinals obviously more than the Cavaliers because they got all that positive energy running through them right now.
Got 5.5 minutes. 1st down, 10 to go on the 26. Got 2 receivers to this side. Spread out a little bit. Gonna pass it over. Nobody there to grab it. Looks like it was intended for Coulter McGee.
Yeah, he was taken out as he made that pass there. See, he almost completed the motion of it, but then he got that huge hit by the defensive line and completely changed the course.
Kind of landed at his feet too. He wasn't in position to catch it yet.
Yeah, if he had been able to make that throw completely, then would have been a lot higher, but it just did not work out for him.
Making it 2nd and 10. And he's got number 2 here to the near side, Montgomery. See, Fletcher's going to keep the ball. He's starting to lose a couple yards here. It seems to be Fletcher's downfall during this drive is he's kind of keeping the ball a little too long, and then he doesn't have many options.
Yeah, Willis Jr. on that sack there. Good on him for helping out the other lineman, bring him down. Looks like it was him and Gabe Smith on that sack.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to check that Davison's last possession. Ball carrier was number 26.
5 minutes left.
Yeah, coming up at halftime here, we got the dance team doing a performance. So stick around for that.
And then the marching band, too, after that.
Yeah, should be a good show.
So he's got 3 receivers to the near side. Got 4.5 minutes. See who's going to pass to here, or if he's just going to run it.
And he's getting chased.
Going to pass it to number, that is 14, but he just, again, wasn't there in time. That was Coulter McGee.
Yeah, and Pascal, their star defensive back, was able to put a lot of good pressure on them, force them to do a bad pass there. Pascal has been kind of quiet this game. I mean, he's making like good decisions in terms of coverage and stuff, but he hasn't made that many big tackles.
Right.
Not as much as at least what we saw against Fenton. Big player in that game. Made a lot of great defensive stops.
And Fenton was a good matchup for them. It really was. Their teams were almost the same. And so it was an intense game between them.
Yeah, but the Cardinals just ran away with it in the end.
Cardinals are going to kick, or the Cavaliers are going to kick the ball. So they're going to punt it away.
Another high snap there. Yeah, these snaps on the punts are kind of high, man. I mean, not giving them enough time to get a good kickoff. So you see right there, you're just kind of forced to give it away.
That's good, though, because then it keeps it away from the Cardinals. It's good for the Cavaliers.
Good for the Cardinals. Yeah, just also really good defense by the Davison Cardinals, able to break through that special teams defense, not let them have any chances there. We got 4 minutes, 20 seconds left in this half.
Score is still at 42-0. The Cardinals are dominating, not letting the Cavaliers score at all so far.
Yeah, I wonder if it's going to be a shutout tonight. I wonder if they're not going to let them get anything.
Cavaliers have gotten close once or twice, but not in scoring position.
Just not converting fast enough, making a good enough play to give them a touchdown.
Cardinals will take the ball at the 48.
Hands it off.
Brendan Sullivan keeps it, kind of fakes with Latrell Fordham. See if he's going to run for it. He's getting close. He's out of bounds at about the 15.
You see Pizzala saw him. He saw he was going to keep going, so he turned around and made that great block there at the end. Able by Sullivan get a couple more yards off that. Did not expect that for him to keep it. It looked like he brought Fordham over to run it up the field, but he's kept it for himself.
It did look like he passed it to, he passed it off to Latrell Fordham.
It looks like he was able to trick the defense. I mean, bringing Fordham over there made them all think they were going to the right, and he had all that space in the left, able to make quite a good play there.
Okay, this should be right.
Got 3 receivers to the far side. Kreiderman is going to take off with the ball. It's taken down just about at the line of scrimmage.
Looks like he just wasn't able to beat Pompey there on that play. Yeah, he was pretty quick on that play, though. I mean, he's kind of short, but he got some fast feet.
I think as soon as he saw Kreiderman next to Sullivan, he knew he was going to have to guard him.
Yeah. And then he was able to put some good pressure on him, able to make him try and go out wide. Perfect for him. He was able to force him out.
He's going to make it 2nd down, 13 to go on the 18. Got 3.5 minutes left on the clock. Again, Kreiderman is next to Brendan Sullivan. This time he's not going to pass to him. He's going to pass all the way. He's open. There's Latrell Fordham. Gets another touchdown.
They just floated it right over.
Making the score 50 or 48-0.
These receivers just running their routes perfectly, making it easy for Sullivan here to make some great passes here. And results in touchdowns.
That was an amazing pass. He was wide open. We've got to replay that coming up here.
He just floated it right over.
Pass by Brendan Sullivan. Latrell Fordham wide open.
Yeah, he made that high pass, so Fordham was able to kind of get himself ready to catch it, able to back up just enough.
He had one defender close to him, but just wasn't close enough to take the ball.
Yeah, that defender just should have been focused on the coverage and not as much as the ball in there.
Got 3:20 left. The kickoff is good by Cave Hopkins.
49-0.
49-0.
Man, Cavaliers are just struggling to do anything here.
They really are. They just need to try for anything that they've got. I think they're going to have to make sure that they use Dustin Fletcher, and he's just going to have to take off with the ball. But he did struggle with that, though, in the last drive there.
Yeah, I mean, if they keep letting Davison come right through like that, Fletcher's going to get beat up. They got to keep him protected. Man.
Yeah, I think Fletcher's going to have to give up the ball a little bit in this drive. Make sure, because the Cardinals are on to him. They know he's usually going to end up with the ball.
During this, they're bopping with the music.
They're all dressed up. Some of them are dressed up in costumes themed for Friday the 13th today.
Halloween's getting pretty close, closer than I expected.
Right, this school year has just flown by so far. I can't believe it's already the 4th week. Homecoming's in 3 weeks. We've got all the homecoming events, kickoff, pep assembly.
Yeah, one of the King candidates is on this Davison roster, Latrell Fordham, and another one's right beside me, Riley Wilcox.
And also Brendan Densmore is also out there too for the Cardinals.
Yeah, some great guys up there for King candidates and Queen candidates, great girls.
Let's see what the Cardinals do. Gabe Hopkins is going to kick off. Again, Montgomery and Coleman deep.
Looks like they're their speedy guys. They're guys that are able to break a lot of tackles.
Again, straight to Montgomery. He's going to run for it. Straight up the middle. Let's see what he does.
He
He's
finds
got
the
wide
horse.
open room. Cardinals need to go after him. He's taken down.
Looks like he might have been called out of bounds a little bit earlier, but still a fantastic return there by the Cavaliers of Montgomery.
Got a replay of that coming up here in just a second.
He's going to get the tee, so it's got to be the kicker.
See what we've got.
I know. Yeah.
Gabe Hopkins kicks off straight into the arms of Montgomery, that is. Takes it right around the middle.
Found that hole right there and just ran it right up the
and just
sideline.
kept going. See who takes him down here from the Cardinals. That was number 13.
The kicker.
Hopkins. All-around player. Got 3 minutes left. 1st and 10.
Yeah, the Cavaliers have been converting some great plays on these kickoffs, but after that, it just kind of falls off.
After that, they're not able to get it into scoring position just like that.
Yeah, Fletcher faked that pass there and tossed it over, and it looks like that was a little bit more than the receiver there.
I think the issue they're having is nobody's open from the Cavaliers because the Cardinal defense is just guarding each and every one of them.
I think there the ball slipped out of his hands. Maybe it was a little wet because we did have quite a bit of rain earlier.
Right.
Taunting us when we were setting
You can
up.
kind of see the water out on the field.
Yeah, thank God it's not raining during though.
That is a good thing. Got 2nd down, 10 to go. The 27. 3 minutes, 2 seconds left. And we've got not to the far side, to the near side. Gonna pass off.
Yeah, and Davison saw right through that, took him down right away. They were able to make such great plays there on the other side of the line of scrimmage. There was C.
That was number 5, Cheatham.
Yeah, they're just super quick to see what they're doing, and they work as a unit to get over there and stop the ball.
Right, and you can tell how Davison works as a team too.
Yeah, I mean,
especially by the score of 49-0.
Yeah, I mean, all the coverage on defense, working as a unit really helps minimize the options that the Cavaliers have.
At 2.5 minutes. And we've got a false start.
Yeah, on the Cavaliers.
The Cavaliers, I believe. Push them back 5 yards.
A lot of surgery by the defenses in this game.
Right.
Making them jumpy for those false starts.
We'll make it 3rd down, 17 to go. Pushing it back to the 34th yard line.
Got just over 2 minutes left in this half.
He's going to keep it. Passes long to number 10, I think that is.
Yeah, he was trying to float it right over. It looks like he had it on mostly accurate, but the receiver wasn't fast enough there.
Right, he was just under it, but
Yeah, I
couple
mean,
steps away from having it.
that's a difficult grab for him to make. I mean, he's still in a sprint, and he's still, like, not even facing the quarterback.
Pass incomplete. 4th down, 17 to go.
Cavaliers, 4th down.
No, yeah, exactly 2 minutes
Gonna
left.
need to go for a long pass here.
Yeah, or just anything that'll give him some decent yardage.
He's gonna pass this time. Let's see if he can do it. Did not. That was 10 Hamlin.
Almost identical to that last play. Folded it over into the left corner, and it just did not work out.
Incomplete.
Pass will be incomplete.
Number 8.
Turn it over right there. Gonna be Cardinals ball. Bringing their offense on.
See if the Cardinals will try and get one more score before the half is over. Got 1 minute and 54 seconds.
I think they'll be able to do it. I think
I
they're
think
gonna.
they will too. I think they're either going to have Caleb Smith go straight up the middle or
I think they
have
might toss it
Latrell
out to
Fordham.
Yeah,
I
toss
think
it
they're
out to
going to go for
Fordham.
Latrell Fordham.
Yeah, maybe like send him out wide, because that seems like where he's excelling, beating them in speed and up the sideline. That's what you need.
Saw that
Speed.
on the last touchdown too.
Caleb Smith.
Caleb Smith's going to take it up the middle,
Yeah, just like you
taken down
said.
at the 40.
Looks like they might try to run out the clock a little bit here.
Got 2nd down, 10 to go, or 4 to go. Got a minute and a half, and he's going to pass off to Caleb Smith.
Yeah, sent him out
He's going
wide
to
this
take
time.
it. So we've got a flag though.
Flag on the play.
It was a good run though. Hopefully that flag's not on the offense.
Caleb Smith on the carry for the Cardinals. And we have a flag on the play.
Looks like it was thrown midway through the play. It might be a holding call or a legal blocking or
Right.
something like that.
It was in the middle of the play too.
Yeah, it's going to be a holding on the Cardinals. No wonder he got so far.
Cardinals are going to be pushed back.
Yeah, that's, I mean, not going to be too much of a
Right.
big deal for them. Worst comes to worst, they punt it, and then Carman has like a minute to run a play.
Right. But it is 2nd down, so they do have some options here. They have some time.
But yeah, I'm sure they can get a first down off the run. I mean, Caleb Smith, a pretty consistent running back, he's able to make some headway on most of these runs. But if not, Sullivan's sure to make a deep pass.
Yep, Sullivan's going to make a pass, but it looks like we might have a flag. Going to pass it to Latrell Fordham. He's going to go for it. He's dragging a defender behind him.
What a great grab there. Looked right over his head. Something like the Cavaliers weren't as good in the red zone.
Right, and he just kind of dragged. That was Billingsley, about 5 yards or so.
And he's just not able to do much there.
We have a flag on the field.
It's going to be a flag on that play, though.
Might have been an amazing drive, too, without the flag.
Yeah, looks like they're going to move the Cardinals back. Yep, it's on the Cardinals.
And it's going to put them back just where they started that last play.
They're going to make it 2nd and 12 again.
Got just under a minute left.
He's on the.
Going to put them back on the 34.
Should be on the
I
34.
think they're going to run another deep pass.
Because you had 12. You're
I think they're going to have to do a deep pass here
efficient.
if they want to score before the half is over. But they really don't have to score either.
Yeah, I mean, the best thing for them would be, score going to halftime thinking, oh, man,
They are
killing
ahead
it. Yeah, by 49
by
points.
49. So they don't have to run for anything, but I think it would just give them an edge.
Yeah, just be a good morale booster.
And then back.
I'm going to push them even further here. See where they set them up.
What are you doing, dude? Where we at? 22.
Some confusion out on the field of where they're going to start them out at.
Ball will be placed in the Cardinal 22.
Ball is placed on the 22. Got Latrell Fordham to the near side. See if he's going to get it. Hope he's going to go to Caleb Smith, and he's going to run for it. It's taken down at about the 47.
Caleb's.
Yeah, I mean, he had no coverage on him. You don't expect the running back to make grabs like that. It was a pretty good pass there, so Solo's just making it easy for Smith there. Davison's going to talk this one over in the huddle, calling a timeout.
I think they're going to talk about whether they should run it or not. Try and get one more score before the half closes.
Yeah, like whether they should really push for some more points. I'm surprised Carman hasn't used any timeouts. It seems like there's a lot of miscommunication with him. And just not some good teamwork on the...
It seems like they're struggling when they're on offense with just being open. Davison defense is always guarding them at the right time.
Yeah, they got to call some different, maybe like offensive plays that Davison won't expect.
Yeah, and they really need to hone in on Caleb Smith, Carter Kreiderman, Brendan Sullivan, and Latrell Fordham.
Yeah, I mean, those guys are the big threats. They got to put their best guys on them. And they got to make sure they're looking out, making sure they're never open, never able to make good plays. But haven't been able to do it. They make some pretty great plays.
Coming up soon, we've got the dance team coming out onto the field. Tomorrow, they will be at Western performing during halftime. That is Western Michigan University. For their game, their home game, performing at halftime.
Should be a good show.
They've got their kids clinic. Also, the cheer team has their kids clinic out here, or they did a few minutes ago. See, Brendan Sullivan's going to go over to his right side, right to Latrell Fordham.
And it looks like
but it doesn't
they're
look
not
like
going to
he
call
got
that.
it.
Yeah, looks like he made the grab, but it wasn't complete.
I don't think so. No.
Just barely missed that grab there.
It kind of looked like it went, like he caught it.
Yeah, but since he slid for it, he was called for it before he made the catch. I think Sullivan could have just ran it there, honestly. He had so much space in the front field.
Yeah, it was.
He did have a lot of room, so he could have ran it, but I think they're just going to try and go for Latrell because they know he can catch a long pass.
Yeah, just keep it simple. Throw it to Latrell. I mean, their best receiver.
Got 40 seconds on the clock. Second down, 10 to go.
They got 3 receivers on the far side, and they got Fordham on the close side.
He's going to pass it, or Brendan Sullivan's going to keep it. He's going to pass it to
Looks
Latrell
like
Fordham. He's got room, and he catches it.
Oh, no. Looks like he just fumbled it up there. What an athletic play, though. Even though he didn't make that grab, he put in so much effort on that.
It
if he
did look like he grabbed it, though.
Yeah,
it was really close.
Fumbled it in as he went down. If he made that grab, that would have put them in great red zone territory.
Right.
Could have gotten another touchdown. Another 3rd and 10. Wonder what they're going to do.
We got 30 seconds left here. They just need to go after. They need to make sure that they're passing to Latrell.
Or just anyone, really, that's open.
Right.
Because
Caleb Smith has been doing pretty well out there, taking the ball.
Yeah, on the rushing and receiving end.
Right.
They had plenty of options out there, though. Because they got Fordham and Terry. Terry's already made 2 grabs this game, too, for a touchdown.
Brendan Sullivan takes the ball. See if he's going to pass it. Passes it to number 18. Let's see if he gets it. Oh, taken out.
Flag on the play, and it looks like it might be a pass interference because he got hit in midair as he was coming down.
I believe that is number 18.
Yeah, pass interference.
Number 18, that's Blake Sommers. Actually, it's number 10, Harrison Unger. I thought it was 10, but again, with these numbers, they scrunch up really bad. You can't tell what numbers they are.
Yeah, it looks like he stretched out for that one, but he got hit midair. It's going to be called as pass interference. Would have been a great play, though.
Okay. Got 20 seconds, so their time is running out here. First quarter, or in the first half.
Yeah, his flag's going to help him out a little bit. But you wonder if it's going to be enough. It's going to put him at 1st and 10, move him up to the 47. Or the 38, excuse me.
I'm going to set him up, you can set at the 38. 1st and 10. Got Latrell to the far side. And Sullivan, or no, that was number 4 to the far side. But Brendan Sullivan takes off with the ball.
Yeah, it looks like Sullivan.
Short.
Yeah, he looks like he really likes to take his space in the backfield, take it back a couple steps so he can get away from those defenders. But It looks like he might have taken a little bit too much time.
Incomplete pass. Got 11 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, I wonder what they're going to do.
Then after that, we'll hear from Jill, and then we've got the dance and the marching band performing.
I thought Smith was right there. Smith was right there.
Yeah, I wonder what the Davison Cardinals are going to do here. I mean, 2nd and 10. And it's not a very high-stress situation.
Right.
If they want to make a touchdown.
It's not vital that they have to get this play, but it could give them an even better edge as they head into the second half.
No, there's nothing happened. No flag. He had it in his hand, though, when he was talking to him.
Latrell Fordham and Caleb Smith are to the near side.
Pay attention.
You got Flowers out wide.
We got a low snap.
Looks like he was able to recover from it,
Gonna
though.
pass it. Let's see if he can get to it in time. Just out of Caleb Smith's hands.
I'm sure he could have dived for that, but I mean, in a game like this, you don't want to risk an injury like that.
Right.
Because I mean, if he dives for it and lands wrong, he's gonna break a hand, break an arm, something.
Right.
Smart play by him, just letting it go. Because I mean, they have 7 touchdowns.
And it's not necessary for him to dive out for it. Make sure that he can play next week. They'll have some tougher competitions coming up. They've got Grand Blanc, Powers, De La Salle, and Lapeer coming up in the next few weeks.
Those Grand Ledge for the homecoming game, that should be quite a show from Davison.
Yeah, they haven't played them before, so it'll be interesting.
Yeah, I wonder what they're gonna do to prepare for a team that they don't usually face.
It's going to pass to the near side to number 4, Harrison Terry. He's going to run out of time. He's taken down. Score stands at 49-0 as we close the first quarter.
Just an offensive onslaught put on here.
A couple seconds here. We're going to toss over to Jillian Tate on the sideline. But what an amazing first half we've seen from the Cardinals. They've been on the ball, on the play, whole game. Coming up, here goes Jill. Jillian Tate.
Before we cut to halftime, tonight's theme for the Nest. I'm going to go down the line here. Can you guys tell me what your costumes are?
I'm a basketball player. I'm a boxer.
I'm a cat. Well, let's give it up for these people, and let's give it up for the Nest. Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field our Davison varsity dance team and all of their youth here this evening. Tomorrow, our dancers, the Davison varsity dance team, rather, will be headed to Western Michigan game versus Georgia State. The football team will perform as their halftime entertainment that tomorrow evening, our Davison varsity dance team will be down in Western Michigan as they verse the Georgia State football game at halftime. Congratulations, ladies. These young people have been working very hard all this year for your performance here this evening. Ladies, when you're ready. team. Great job, boys and girls, and all your efforts here this week. Good luck tomorrow to the Davison Varsity Dance Team. They travel down to Western Michigan. Good luck, ladies, at halftime. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field your Davison Cardinals marching band. Your drum majors for the marching band are Lily Hathaway, Bailey Saffron, and Lucas Song. Seasonal support staff includes Savannah Kent, Alicia Ecken, and Carly Church. The marching band directors are Mr. Jim Bronson and Mr. James C. Schuster. We hope you enjoy tonight's performance as the marching band performs Invincible. Drum majors, is your band ready? Then it's my pleasure to present the 2019 Davison Cardinals Marching Band. cheerleaders here this evening that are part of our Davison Community Enrichment Football and Cheerleading Program. The K through 7 flag football games are on Mondays at Jeff Abernathy at 6 p.m. The 3rd and 4th flag football games are on Tuesdays at Abernathy at 6 p.m. Our K through 7th grade cheerleaders here on both Monday and Tuesday. Our older youth, 5th and 6th grade tackle football are on weekends. The next home game is Saturday, September 28th at the Davison Middle School Collins Field, beginning at 9 a.m. Team Maroon is coached by Patrick Carman and Dwayne Odin. Team White is coached by Mark Smith and Scott Reed. Team Gold is coached by Mike Law and Brad Brown. Our 3rd through 6th grade cheerleaders here on Saturday for both tackle football games. Once again, we have 204 youth flag football players and 64 youth flag football cheerleaders, along with 61 youth tackle football players and 43 youth tackle football cheerleaders. That's our future of Davison cheer and football. That's on Saturdays at the Jeff Abernathy. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, a nice big round of applause and shout out for our Davison Cardinals marching band. Will be drawing our 50-50 raffle here very soon. Once again, the Davison Bowlers, boys and girls, appreciate all your support for the Davison raffle here this evening. We'll be drawing here very shortly.
back to the second half here. We had an amazing first half out there, Mason. The Cardinals just dominated the field. They got 49 points.
Yeah, I mean, 470 yards versus Carman's 105. And Sullivan's just been having a fantastic game. He's 13 for 20 on passes, 324 yards, and 4 touchdowns just in the first half. Yeah, and he's thrown 2 of those to Terry and 2 of those to Latrell Fordham.
It's going to be a crazy second half. Let's see. I think we're going to see quite a few more touchdowns from the Cardinals, but I think the Cavaliers are going to try and score as well.
It'd be kind of cool to see him go to triple digits. I've never seen triple digits on the scoreboard. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be kind of cool, but if they repeat the first half, it could happen.
Yeah, it'd make a name for them in like terms of like playoffs too, like in the state, like
Right.
they'd be recognized. That'd be pretty nuts.
And it would definitely be an ego boost before they go into some tougher competitions later this season.
Yeah, I mean, like next week they got that game, away game against Powers. That's gonna be tough. I mean,
Powers is tough in every sport.
Yeah, they're a really good sports school all around. Always gonna be a competitor.
Hopkins is going to kick off. Again, we've got a low kick. Cavaliers are going to take it. That's number 6, Coleman.
Yeah, it looks like they went for the squib there, trying to get the defense up the field quick, and then right when he picks it up, defense is already in his face, able to make a good stop there.
It's taken out of bounds by senior Bradley Blackwell.
One of the only seniors on this team.
Yeah, Davison doesn't have very many seniors out there.
Yeah, but that kind of contributes to how they're such a high energy team. They got all these youngsters on there, and they're keeping the morale up super high, and they're keeping the energy up really high as well.
I like the way you think, Lace.
Cavaliers take off with the ball. They got a wide open lane here.
Finds a big hole, but he's taken down by number 2. That's Jalen Flowers. Great tackle there by him.
He's been on the ball tonight.
Yeah, he's been able to make some great defensive stuff.
For the Cavaliers, that was Deshaun Cheatham.
Yeah, Cheatham is just... He made some pretty decent plays tonight.
First and 10, Cavaliers.
All right.
Cavaliers are 1st and 10 on the 48. That's what they're going to run for here. Almost an interception, it looks like there.
Looks like
from the Cardinals.
No way, it's a Cardinals interception.
They're going to call it.
Just tipped right there, and then it looks like came down with the ball and brought it in. Caleb Smith, man, he's had a crazy game.
He has. Definitely a star player from tonight's matchup.
Yeah, I mean, he's only had like 7 attempts from in the run game, and he's gotten 65 yards, so he's averaging almost a first down each time, but clearly he's performing on the defensive end too, making that play right there.
We got to replay that here.
See, he throws the ball kind of low here, and the pass is tipped, and Smith's on it right away, and he makes that grab.
Sullivan and Smith.
Yeah, just brutal for the Cavaliers. Not a good way to start this half either.
Got 2 receivers to the near side.
Thank you.
He's going to pass to Harrison Terry. Going to run the ball up the right side. It's taken down at about the 52.
He had 106 yards just in the first half off of only 4 receptions. So excited to see what he can do in this half too.
Right now we have number 57, Strayvon Bennett.
Looks like we got an injury timeout here.
If your cell phone isn't working, maybe because you don't have it. We have a cell phone.
It's going to stop the clock at 9 minutes, 12 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen,
9-0, 1st and 10.
It's number 57 out there on the field. That's Bennett.
Looks like he's in a little bit of pain.
Cavs.
Hopefully he bounces back and feels a bit better.
North Booth to retrieve it.
Coming up here in just a second, we've got our player profile for the Cardinals. Got our starting quarterback, Brendan Sullivan.
He hasn't made that many rush attempts, but I mean, he got a touchdown off
Did
one
he?
of the 4 and 69 yards. And pretty solid completions percentage of 65. That's really good. And then 547 yards on the season and 9 touchdowns. In addition to the 4th touchdown this game, so that makes it 13 now. Just crazy player. He's just got such a great arm, and he's such a smart play caller too.
Cardinals are going to take off with the ball. That is
Oh, looks like Smith
Caleb
fumbled
Smith
it there.
that had that.
Yeah, he found that hole pretty nicely, and then just wasn't able to keep moving it.
And he lost a couple there just at the end.
Yeah, I wonder what they're going to call it as.
Got a flag.
Flags too.
Ball came loose. Looks like the Cavaliers have recovered the fumble.
Yeah, it's going to be Cavaliers ball. Good on them to jump on that ball real quick.
Right.
Make that play.
And they need anything that they can get. Still have 0 on the board.
Yeah, they're going to be running out of time more because the new high school rule is if they're up 35 or more at the halftime, after the next quarter starts, it's going to be a running clock. So the clock's running down now to about 8 minutes.
Right, and Davison's ahead by 49. So these next quarters are going to fly by unless if there's timeouts or injuries.
Yeah, unless they can cut down the lead in this quarter and then maybe get it within 35 so that the clock's not running next quarter.
Right.
Maybe they have a chance.
187-8854.
I'm waiting for the snap here. Cavaliers after that injury.
See what the Cavaliers are going to do out here. Passes to number 5. That is Deshaun Cheatham.
Looks like he wasn't able to make much of a game
No, I
there.
think he went down right about at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, their run game's getting stopped. Their pass game is being kept to pretty minimal. I mean, they only had 100. Carman as a whole only had 105 yards in that first quarter. And a lot of those, I'm sure, were off of the huge returns that they had off of kickoffs.
Yeah, they were really good at taking the kickoffs and just running with them, but they haven't been so hot on just getting the plays through.
Yeah, I mean, they had those 2 in the second quarter that put them right around the red zone, but they just weren't able to make enough plays.
Gonna pass it to, I believe that was 19.
Looks
Got
like
it.
they brought on their backup quarterback, Gavin Glass-Tetzer,
On the give.
giving Fletcher a break. I mean, he's had a pretty long night, taking a lot of hard hits.
I think he's played pretty much the whole game so far, so. And give some experience to a younger guy or newer guy to the team.
Yeah, a guy that's most likely going to be taking over next year once Fletcher leaves.
Making it 3rd down, 16 to go. See what the Cavaliers do. He's going to pass it.
Oh my goodness.
And again, they tips off his finger.
It's Montgomery just barely missing the pass there.
That seems to be what they're doing in this quarter. They're just kind of missing it.
Yeah, they like tossing it over to Montgomery and Cheatham, but they're just not making the plays that they need to make. This defense is tough to break through.
Yes.
The coverage is just on another level.
To the Sullivan family of Davison. On their winnings of 310.
Clock is starting to wind down. We've got 5.5 minutes left here.
Yeah,
third quarter.
That running clock was really brutal for the Cardinals.
Yes, it's not going to do them any good, especially being so far behind the Cardinals. They just have to use their time as wisely as they can.
What's he got for a picture?
Second. Lucky winner ticket. Please conduct the announcement.
Again, they're 4-16, 25 on the 25-yard line.
Wonder if they're gonna have another high snap on this punt. That's happened a couple other times this game. Looks like they do.
Yep, and they're going to punt it away.
Yeah, they were able to block him a bit better that time, giving a little bit more time to get a good kickoff.
Ellison's punt. Out of bounds near the
We got just under 5 minutes now left in this half, or in this quarter. Davison's still up 49-0. What a breathtaking score. I mean, it's enough to all the points to score, but to not allow any points to be scored on.
Right. And I know last week they played Bay City Western, and Bay City Western was able to get 13 points on the Cardinals.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I've kind of had more fun watching the defense in this game. It's fun watching them.
Yeah, the defense is really strong this year, especially.
Yeah, I mean, they're always in that weight room.
Looks like
Lifting weights and stuff, and they're always out here practicing, staying nice and limber, and it's obviously showing how much effort they put in.
see if Sullivan's down on the sideline. I think we got a new quarterback.
Cardinals are set up on the 45. Got number 2 to the far side, that's Jalen Flowers. Or to the near side, that is.
Fakes the handoff.
Number 99 is going to run with it. That was Milton Gonzalez.
Yeah, and I mean, could have been better, could have been worse. I mean, he got some yards in the box and keep running no matter what.
At this point, though, they can try out anything. Having such a great lead.
Yeah, it might be a good idea for them to experiment a little bit with some of their backups.
And that's kind of showing what they're doing here. They've got Milton Gonzalez out there and a couple other guys that we haven't seen much from so far in the game.
Yeah, I wonder if they can make an impact and maybe work their way up into the starting lineup sometime soon.
Oh, we got a different runner.
Got just over 3 minutes.
I think.
Oh,
And he's taken down. Looks like he might have lost a couple.
Yeah, looks like sent him back a little bit, like 3 yards.
Hey, how are you, Bailey?
Not less coverage there.
Make it 3rd down, 12 to go.
Yeah, and I don't think Weingart's is happy about that. I think he might want to bring on a new QB if Sullivan's going to take it down like that.
Right. That was new quarterback out there was Hayden Bailey.
We have a winner here this evening.
He's got number 72 joining him out there. That's Jace Castro.
We appreciate it. The Davison
And he wondered how Hayden's going to do. I wonder if he's going to make any plays, maybe make a big impact on the team.
Just try anything and maybe make a new star player.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea to experiment.
Right. Got a whistle. It's going to push the Cards back.
Davison Athletic Office and the Davison Bowling Team would like to thank you to the Anderson Field here this evening. You have given back a generous winning once again, thank you, Anderson family.
Cardinals are out there getting ready, just waiting on the Cavaliers. The screen, you can see the cheer team in the nest out there.
Yeah, they used the timeout there, talking things over, trying to get this new quarterback, Hayden Bailey, trying to get him like set up with what's going on.
See what he does here. There's number 99 again that takes off. That's Milton Gonzalez taking off.
He breaks 2 or 3 tackles.
They're trying to push him back over the line.
Yeah,
I think he's taken down.
Yeah, looks like they're going to call the play dead. They're good on him, though, breaking through a couple tackles there. He's got some pretty good speed on him.
He's trying to make sure he got back to first down, and he did. First down, 10 to go, and a minute and a half left.
Yeah, that clock's winding down faster than I can back keep track. I think they're just going to hand it off to Gonzalez again.
I think they might.
Yeah.
But, well, now we've got number 11 out to the far side, Brad Blackwell. So they may even try and use him. Nope, they're going to go back to Milton Gonzalez.
Looks like about a 4 or 5 yard gain there. Brought down by
4 or 5. They gained there. Got less than a minute left. Time is time is ticking.
They got 4 yards on that play, 2nd down and 6 to go.
There's 2nd down, 6 to go.
Wonder if Gonzalez can get them any farther up the field.
30 seconds left on the clock. Let's see, again to Milton Gonzalez. He's hit hard by number 11. That is Jahem Billingsley.
That's a big hit there.
And the clock is starting to run out. They've got 8 seconds left. I don't think they're going to try for any plays here.
Yeah, they're just going to take their time.
They're just going to run out the clock.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, that hit there could have been big if it was helmet to helmet. That could have
Got a replay of that
clock is ran out. Cardinals
coming up.
49.
Goes
There it
out to
goes. Again to Milton Gonzalez. He's hit hard by number 11,
Billingsley. again.
Billingsley. Now we're going to toss things over to Julian Tate on the sideline.
Work is a team. The Davison Athletic Department has a mission to provide a rigorous athletic program.
In the first quarter of the game, our Cardinals scored 4 touchdowns, and at the second quarter, we scored one right off the bat, adding another 7 points to our score. This game has been hectic, but hopefully our Cardinals and our boys can keep up the great work and dominate this game in the end. After all, right now the score is 49-0. Back to you, Riley.
Please help us.
Supporting this mission by showing our great sportsmanship here this evening. And the fans in the stands who have done just that here this evening.
We'll do it next week. Or next time. Okay, thank you, Jill. Just waiting for the Cardinals to get out on the field. Cavaliers are already set up, and the score still sits at 49-0. They're going to take the ball at 3rd down, 4 to go, around the 28-yard line.
You know, I'm sure they want to keep this ball, so I think they might go for a pass here, because I don't think it's going to be what the Cavaliers expect.
Right, and I think they just want to get anything.
They still do got Gonzalez lined up in the
Yeah.
backfield, though, but they're switching.
Let's see, they're going to pass to... Oh, he kept it. That was Hayden Bailey.
Fighting for the yards there.
I think just reached over.
It's going to move those chains.
Yep.
You can see the effort from him is unreal, no matter what stage of the game. I mean, it's 11 minutes, 40 seconds, fourth quarter in, and they're up 49, but he's still putting in all the effort.
Right.
That was Hayden Bailey on that.
And you can tell that Davison is definitely seeing it out until the end. Keep playing. Not just handing things over, not really trying. They're still going for it.
Yeah, and once the game is over, you can check out the highlights of it on our YouTube page, GTV News.
It's going to pass off to number 12. That's Brennan Densmore. It's taken down hard by... Can't see the number. I think it's 33.
It's going to be a flag
Miller.
in that play, though.
But we got a flag.
Looks like he got the first down, though. I wonder what the flag's going to be.
For the Cardinals, we have a flag on the field.
Yeah, I don't know what that flag is.
Just waiting for the Cards to get in formation. Cavaliers are kind of almost ready. Got a full moon out there tonight. You can see it on your screen now.
And it's Friday the 13th.
And it's
too.
Friday the 13th, full moon. The nest is all dressed up in their costumes. Spooky night.
Yeah, I wonder if we might see a werewolf on our way home tonight. Sure those look nice, though. And that marching band really is loud, isn't it?
Yeah, and the cheerleaders, they're pretty loud out there too.
Yeah, all showing their support for the Cardinals.
And then we've got the dance team over here by the parent section. The cheerleaders in front of the nest.
Looks like Cavaliers are going to call for unsportsmanlike conduct there. It's going to move Cardinals up quite a bit.
Their first and goal.
It's quite detrimental for them. Cardinals are probably going to convert a touchdown.
And this would be big for the second string players to get a touchdown.
Yeah, get some points up there, show off what they can do.
takes off with the ball right up the middle. That was Milton Gonzalez, but he's taken down.
Yeah, he just wasn't able to get through there. They were expecting the run there, so they obviously blitzed, and he wasn't able to break through it.
But it is first and goal, so they do have some time.
No second and goal now, but yeah, they'll be able to make something good out of this play. If not a touchdown, then a field goal.
They did get 2 yards, though. They're going to be on the 4th-yard line.
They're usually pretty content about being in the red zone. They aren't, like, stressed at all. They don't fall under the pressure. They always convert.
See what they're going to do. Takes off with it. That's Hayden Bailey.
He's going to run it in for a Cardinal touchdown. Nice little fake handoff there.
Yeah.
Made the defense fall for it. He was able to run it in on the right side and hit a touchdown.
And they kind of set him up for that, too, to go for that fake handoff.
Yeah, we're going to have a replay.
We got a replay coming up. See, fakes the handoff, and Hayden Bailey takes off with it to the house for getting another touchdown for the Cardinals, 55-0.
Just complete rampage they've been on. 3 games in a row now. That's been big blowout games. Got Hopkins lining up for this kick. 9 minutes on the clock.
An extra point is good. 56-0. Got just under 9 minutes left.
The clock's still going to be running because of that running clock rule, so it's going to go by pretty fast.
Cardinals 56, Cavaliers 0.
Just a complete rampage by the Cardinals tonight.
Next week, the Cardinals will be away at Powers. They'll be taking on the Chargers there. Then they're on the road again against Grand Blanc. Actually, I think that one's home. I have it written down as away, but that one's at home against the Bobcats. Following week will be homecoming. That's against Grand Ledge. That is the October 4th.
Yeah,
first game of October.
Playing them for the first time in history.
And the first time for homecoming. Following week, they will be at Wayne State against Warren De La Salle.
I think that was one of their only losses last year, too.
And then the week after that, they'll be back at home against Saginaw Arthur Hill. And then they'll finish up their regular season before playoffs against Lapeer on October 25th.
That should be a pretty good game. They were pretty close together in the rankings.
And all games start at 7 o'clock, except for that one against Grand Ledge for homecoming. That'll be at 7:30. Parade will start at 5 o'clock.
Should be some good games. I mean, De La Salle is one of the only teams that made them not win.
De La Salle and Lapeer are going to be some tough teams that they have to take up. So are Powers and Grand Blanc, but they did beat both of those teams last year.
Yeah, Grand Blanc, they pummeled them pretty much. It was quite a shocker. Grand Blanc's usually got a really good football program.
And they did kind of take off with it at the beginning, but Davison took it after that.
Yeah, carried the momentum over.
And we've got a whistle.
It's going to be a home game, too, so it's going to have that Cardinals atmosphere. They should.
Especially against a big rival like Lapeer, it'll definitely have some intense emotions out here.
Should be good to watch. Hopkins lining up for this kickoff.
Gonna kick it out of bounds.
Just around the 30 right there. And the clock's going to keep running. They've got about 6.5 minutes left. 56-0. That's quite a score.
That's a pretty big win, too, for the Cardinals.
Yeah, I mean, it's just showing off how good of a defense they really have and how much of a powerhouse their offense is.
Got 6 minutes and 10 seconds left. Are going to have a call. Ball is going to be moved.
Ball will be placed on the Cavalier 45.
Will be placed on the 45. First and 10 for Carman Ainsworth.
Yeah, this one's going to go out pretty quick.
3 receivers to the near side.
That one they really like.
They're going to go straight up the middle. Doesn't look like they gained anything there.
Yeah, it looks like both teams are playing their backup quarterbacks trying to keep their starters healthy for the rest of the season.
Ball carrier tackled by Cardinal number 74.
Plus, Sullivan's got to stay healthy basketball season, too, when that comes around. He's going to be awesome to watch then. Especially since, like, Cade Coleman and Bryce Lott all left last year, the basketball team.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting to see how he fares.
Again, they've got 3 receivers to the near side. Gonna pass it to number. Ooh, he fakes the handoff to number 5 and takes off with it himself.
That was pretty smart of him right there to hold on to it for that long and then let go at the last second, because he was thinking, oh, this guy's going to go out wide. And then he just took it at the last second, ran up the middle, and all the defense is already going out wide. So he was able to get a couple more yards on that.
Definitely confused the Davison defense. Almost looked like Cheatham had it.
And number 73, that's Jaden LaCrosse.
He's going to pass to the near side. He's taken down hard. That is number 4, Josh Jackson.
It was Coulter
Or
McGee.
number 14, actually.
Yeah.
Coulter McGee.
A nice little grab there. Able to get a couple extra yards after the reception. Got just under 4.5 minutes left in this game.
There's a 3 out there, but I don't know who he is.
Looks like it's 4th down here. 3 to go. Looks like they're going to go for it.
And number 3.
We got number 5 to the far side. Again, that's Cheatham.
Oh, it's a high snap.
It's high snap. He
He's
almost loses the ball there. Oh,
smart play there, sliding. Doesn't want to take that big hit like that.
but they did lose some yards there.
Yeah, but it's going to move Davison up even farther after they turn the ball over on 4th down.
As Gavin Glasser from the Cavaliers.
That's just putting salt in the wound right there. I mean, bad snaps like that, making him go back farther. It's not.
It's just way too high for him.
Yeah. Kind of saw that on their punts too. Wonder if their long snappers might need to work on that a little, keep the snaps under control.
We got 3.5 minutes left on the clock. Cardinals are going to take a little break here before they head out onto the field.
15 timeout.
Going to call a timeout.
Yeah, 1 left. Clock's going to keep running. About 3 minutes and 10 seconds left now.
This has been a crazy game, Mason. It's just been, Davison's just been dominating the field the whole time, and now we got their second string out, getting some plays in.
Yeah, I mean, for him to get a touchdown too, I mean, that's just like, oh man.
And I think they're kind of taking it slow for this game, especially because they've got pretty much after this, it's tough competition stacked up for the rest of the season, and then playoffs. So,
I mean, besides for that touchdown by Hayden Bailey, this game's basically only been 1 half long. The second half's just been running the clock out.
and there were no touchdowns in the 3rd quarter. So they just dominated the 1st quarter. So the 2nd quarter just kind of is more relaxing.
Yeah, it's just going to move along, and they're going to be able to finish the one out pretty relaxed and happy. I'm sure Brennan's enjoying his time on the sideline.
They're going to run out the clock just a little bit here before they get started. Passing it off to Milton Gonzalez again.
Might be good for Sullivan to be on the sideline too, watching some of these backups, see how they perform, and wonder if he can incorporate them in some of his offense.
Right.
I mean, Milton Gonzalez seems to have been doing pretty well. He's got a pretty big build, so he's been able to push through a lot of those Carman defenders. So maybe he could become a part of their offense in the future.
We're able to get a couple yards though on that 2nd down. I believe 4 to go.
Some miscommunication on the snap there.
Okay, thank you.
See who takes off with it. Got a big huddle of them right in the middle.
It looks like Smith and Bailey both reached up for it, and Smith got the idea to let his quarterback take it. Might just be because they don't play often together.
Right. They just kind of want to take their time to shine while they can.
They're not as well of a communication or as well of a link as like Brennan and Caleb do.
Well, we've got just under a minute left. Let's see if the Cardinals are going to run one more. They're 3rd down, 2nd to go, so they could get 1st and 10.
Yeah, it's winding down. It's already at 40 seconds now. 3rd and 2.
We're going to run the clock just a second. Again, that is Milton Gonzalez taking off with it. He's taken down about the 26.
And once again, last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate our Davison Cardinal marching band and their support here this evening. We thank you, Davison Cardinal.
Yeah, looks like he's getting the first down on that bit on here. I mean, he could be part of the offense. You never know. High school football, it's pretty crazy. Yeah.
And that does it. That's gonna end the game for us tonight. Final score 56-0. Davison just dominated the field, ran the ball as much as they could, got some second string players out onto the field here at the end, got the mercy rule as well the second half.
Yeah, I mean, everything worked out for the Cardinals. They played great. The weather actually turned out pretty well. It looked pretty bad.
I thought for sure we were going to have at least a little rain during the game, and it held off the whole entire game.
Yeah, everything went right for the Cardinals. Everything was clicking, and it looks like that's going to help them out a lot in the throughout the season, because like if they cook now, then they're going to be able to work a lot better together in the future.
Remember to join us in 2 weeks from now on September 27th as the Cardinals take on Grand Blanc, and then after that we've got the week after we've got homecoming. We've got homecoming events all that week. Powder Puff will have some highlights for you, and then tune into Monday's newscast and catch some highlights, or even our website at dtvnews.org and our YouTube page at DTV News. Coming up here in just a second, we'll have Jillian Tate on the sideline with tonight's lockdown player.
Yeah, I mean, quite a bit to choose from. Had some pretty good performances tonight.
Friday, September 20th, our varsity football team will be traveling to Atwood Stadium to take on the Chargers.
Next week, the Cardinals will be at Powers. Then again, like I said, you can join us back here in 2 weeks for Grand Blanc. And now we're going to send things over to Jill. She's got Brendan Sullivan on the sideline.
Our lockdown player of the game.
I'm here with Brendan Sullivan, number 6. Can you tell me what you guys did to prepare for this game?
They're a fast team. They're a good team. They haven't done good that first 2 weeks, but we know they're a solid team.
Thunderstorms tonight, did that slow you guys out at all, or did that change how you played?
No, we prepare the same way, play the same way no matter what.
Okay, how you performed as a team?
I mean, we did good. Obviously got the win, which is good. We'll celebrate that, but we still got a long ways to go to get to where we want to go.
Thank you so much, and thank you for watching this game, Davison. Have a good night.